Good day, guys. Just here back again. You can call me Teacher Andrew. So, I hold a bachelor's in geography, bachelor's degree in geography. So, I'm just here shortly to highlight what's going on about River Katonga in my country, Uganda. So, I'm just going to be brief to summarize this about what's ongoing. Particularly, this is a geographic catastrophe that is happening, okay? Or some people can call it a natural calamity because flooding is part of a natural calamity. So, making the story short, we are going to talk about River Katonga. River Katonga, this is one river located in the southern part of Uganda, okay? So, it is in the southern hemisphere of Uganda across the equator. So people who have used Kampala-Masaka highway, they have seen, okay? People who have been in Sembabuli, they have also been able to see this river because of its beautiful nature. Yeah, it is very green. It is very green. It has good nature. Everything is okay about it. Its length is 220 kilometers, stretching. Okay, as its mouth starts from Lake George, one of the big lakes in Uganda, following or going or heading to Lake Victoria. So this river is a joint between Lake George and Lake Victoria. So it is one streamline that has tried to have many tributaries, and its beautiful sceneries, nature, birds, it makes it beautiful for travel. Anyone who would like to spend entire vacation in that place, feeling the nature, seeing the beautiful water in that area. So Uganda is a part of Africa indeed. It has been said, and it was, and it will be. So about what just happened last night in my country, I'm just here to highlight shortly. It was flooding that particularly came as a result of the torrential rains that happened last night, okay? And these torrential rains are pounding various parts in Uganda. So same rains, they're happening in many parts of Uganda, okay? So what just happened has paralyzed traffic on Kampala-Masaka highway. Remember, it's a busy road, so many transport cars and many business going on, so it has been a damage, yeah, but actually as a result due to torrential rains or high rainfall that has been received. Some people have referred to these rains or these pools, the floods, as flash floods. Yes, they are right, because flash floods, this is the sudden rainwater that fills up in a low-lying area that most of us are now saying to call or to refer to as floods. But yes, we are all right. Geographically, they stay as floods, just that in one way or the other, someone can call them flash floods, someone can call them flood pools. We are all referring to the same term. So flooding particularly occurs when the bank is full to capacity than, or it is exceeding its limit of the water volume it can hold. For example, when a stream gets excess more water volumes, it can flood at any time, and this can be accelerated due to high or heavy rainfalls received in a particular area, leading to floods, especially in the low-lying areas. So apart from rain, there are also many other factors that can lead to flood pools in an area, because we have the physical factors and the human factors. So among the physical factors, I'm just going to be short and brief. We have the prolonged rains. Maybe an area can be receiving rainfall for 3, 4, 5 months. Yeah, they are likely to get floods, especially in the low-lying areas or the flatlands. People who have been in the south-western Uganda, people who have traveled in the south-western Uganda, they have seen this area. The area is normal. The area is a bit flat, especially when you cross the equator as you're moving southwestern Uganda. So people who have been in Kayabwe, after Kayabwe town, you reach Katonga bridge, you cross, then you go to Rela, so as long as you continue. So they have seen a flat land. It is a flat land and it is open, very open due to various activities, and it gives chance for the rain, okay, to create flood pools in such an area. That's why it's another answer, or one reason why even this river Katonga, is flowing in that direction to Lake Victoria. It's a bit steepy and flowing southwards, and water can easily move at its pace from one area to another direction. Are we together? So these sudden rains, or what people have referred to as flash floods, for me I will use the floods, okay. Yeah, that's the reason why we are seeing flood pools earlier this morning in my country. So among the physical factors, we have the prolonged rain I have mentioned already. The other factor, we can talk about the relief of the area, the nature of the area. The relief, we are referring to the area. How is this area? Most of the places in the southwestern Uganda, they are characterized to be on a high steep, okay, high altitude, okay, whereas they have low-lying areas as well, because they have hills and some people call them valleys, okay. So these areas have steep highlands, okay. When such an area gets heavy rainfall, you expect high rate of water flow from the highlands to the lowlands, and at the same time the lowlands are flat. That can easily cause to flood pools in an area. So also the nature of the steep or the nature of the area can also attract floods. For example, even in Katonga region, the area is a low-lying area, so it can easily attract floods at any time. We also have another factor, overland flow. This is due to rainfall intensity, that when rainfall exceeds its normal amounts or volumes that it's supposed to occupy in an area, there is a process of infiltration. This is when water is trying to enter into soil, or it is being absorbed by the soil. So when rainfall intensity gets high or to climax, it leads to high capacity or high rate of infiltration in the soil. That sometimes can cause floodplains, and in some region it has caused mudslides, what we've always been seeing in the eastern Uganda. Many places have been a victim. For example, Butuda and many others are facing overland flow, okay. So it is as a result of the rainfall intensity that exceeds the infiltration capacity of the soil, okay. And the other factor we can't fail to mention is the geology. This is the nature of the area in case or in form of the soils, in form of the rocks. So we have impermeable surfaces and permeable surfaces. The impermeable surfaces, these ones don't allow filtration at all. Infiltration at all. For example, areas that have too much clay, too much granite, they take long to absorb water, okay. So once they take long to absorb water, so it means many chances you will find that water forming flood pools in such areas. People who have been in Rela, they can also know that, because Rela partly it has a lot of clay, so there is a low rate of infiltration. So most of the time that area is characterized to be as a drainage due to the water collecting, and it takes long to be absorbed by the soil. So the geology, especially when they're impermeable surfaces, it also creates flood pools. Whereas areas with permeable surfaces, that allow water to go through soil, for them they tend to allow water to be absorbed into the land or into the soil, and then this takes us to the human factors that can also lead to flooding in the area. For example, we have urbanization, whereby humans have constructed houses, constructed markets, constructed roads, okay, in these areas, in these water catchment areas, okay. So in this, it has resulted to no space of water for its movement, okay. So water has been blocked. So this has resulted to flooding in some areas due to these people that encroached waterland. They have set up buildings, factories in water areas, which has also resulted to flooding in most of the areas, especially near these water bodies and streams. We also have arable agriculture, okay. Some people know it as arable farming. Arable farming, this is the type of farming whereby soil is being exposed. As a farmer uses many mechanisms to do farming and leaves the soil on the top being exposed to other agents, okay, such as rain, running water, that can also lead to flooding in the area. Because this arable farming, it makes the land formal, it makes the land gradual, okay. So it leaves land or soil into space. Later, when we experience heavy rainfall, there are more chances to get flooding in such an area. Then the other factor that is commonly done in that region, where deforestation in Katonga region, trees, we have deforestation. They play a role in the rainfall cycle, and then many trees are cut down, leaving the soil bare, the water, leaving the environment in space, so exposed. And then at the point, rather they also these trees that take back that water catch the atmosphere that leads to rainfall. So at this point, these trees also play an important role to an environment, okay. Once they are cut down, the place where they used to exist is also left exposed. That can easily attract flooding in such an area. So the other last point amongst the human factor, we have swamp reclamation. For about swamp reclamation, people are cutting down swamp vegetation. For example, papyruses, and even hunting down the animals that are living in the water. So reclamation is when humans are extending or they are occupying swamp area, cutting down swamp vegetation to establish settlement. So that is the last factor that can lead to floods in an area. Yeah, good day. I've been Teacher Andrew. See you again in my next tutorial.